Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing good and staying safe. I'm going to do a quick video on setting up your hook for reeving. I'm going to try and get as much in it as possible to explain it as best I can. This works real good for me, and I kind of got the idea from Cranes TV or Cranes etc. They literally would lay the hook on the table, bring the boom down about to here, and then just reeve it sitting there. I tried that. I kept knocking it over. I don't know why. I just have trouble with it. So I devised this little idea. You can see here how this goes around, and it's wrapped around the end here. And this one is, see it right there. And that supports the hook right there. I just do it around anything up here. And here is my counterweight weight. As you can see, it's just got a toothpick stuck in the bottom of it, just to hold them in. And it keeps the hook pretty steady here. It will rock a little bit like that, but that's nothing compared to it falling over and just the trouble you have with it. At this point, tension is your next best thing. Once you start your reeving and you come down and back up the other one and around, that's when I put my tweezers on there and I tension it here. That way I can grab the string down here while it holds it tensioned here, and then run it into the next one. Back around, make sure everything is around each of the pulleys, and then tension it with the tweezers or whatever you have, even a big paper clip or two of them is enough to hold tension on that. But that should give a little bit of an idea of how to set your hook up. You can see it here, wrapped around. The only thing you got to do is make sure you don't get it too mixed up with your reeving. And even if you do, just continue. Once you cut that thing out, your support, the wires go to where they're supposed to be. So it's not that big a deal if you do. Hooking up this one. See if I can get that shot of this. There's a little, you can see that little opening, that little thing that sticks up here. This thing. I just tied a piece of string here, ran it around here, and then tied it over here on the other side. And then put my weight on the hook. And it holds it steady. And then I just reeved and reeved until it was done. These with one, no big deal. Reeve it and tape it down so you can do your tie off, and it's a done deal. Those are really easy. Here's another one that I would have tied off on that little top thing and ran it around the top of the boom and put a weight on the hook. These, as I mentioned, I take apart. This one, this little pin right here comes out. Am I looking at the right pin? Yeah, that pin. That one and that one. These pins just slide right out. And this comes off and you've got these two things separate. Well, when you put this pin back in right here, or is that the one that comes out? Can't even remember. Yeah, it's this one. This one and this one. Sorry, I get confused. And then this will come out. Put the pin back in and put your string with your weight on it. And that's how I tensioned it. Now I have this little thing here you can see with a rubber band on it. And that's how I would tension this. You can do it either way. once you're done and you put this around the pin and you're done with the reeving, this end just goes through the boom. Stick that in it, and the rubber band holds the tension on the hook, so it doesn't flop around too much and become unreeved. So that's my trick on them. Like I said, watch the reeving, cross reeving. I think I did it on the 650. And I just grab these things either from here or around here and pull it back to here and tie it off. And it holds this steady. Now I've already got the boom tied off. I'll tie the main boom to the mast, and that holds that together. And then tension this so that you can do your reeving. And that makes that a little easy. If you don't, like I mentioned before, some of these, this will go into the guide, and you can just reeve it right here. So those aren't too bad either. This guy, as I remembered, I just tensioned it right here. I went around this and around the mast to the other side and tie it tight. And then start reeving, and it holds everything up there for you. It makes that easy. As far as reeving these, I typically just stuff foam in here or something, a big piece of foam, and tie it, and then start reeving. I mean, there's multiple ways to do these that make it easy for yourself. But even that is not that tough. Even the reeving of these luffing jibs, not that bad. And you can see that one's cross-reeved and skipped. I do them like they say to do them, and I'm fine with them. This hook, I went right through the hole. See that hole right there? I just ran the string right through there, tied it off on the top, put my weight on it, and reeved it. Anytime there's more than one pulley, yeah, you're better off tying it off somehow. Same with this little bad boy. These all come apart. Just pull these pins out of them, and then it comes into pieces. And they make them real easy to do, like these. Pull them pins out, this whole bottom piece comes out. Tie it around here and here, and around your boom. Put your pin back in and tension it with that again. Just like that. And it holds the hooks nice and straight for you. It works real good on these big hooks. Take them apart, it's a lot easier. This one, I don't remember if I took it apart. I think I just did this to it and just reeved it right down. And you can do that. You could do both of them at once instead of taking it apart, because this comes apart right there. I just can't remember if I took it apart or not. Most of them I have, but I think the first one I did not. But let's see if that doesn't help. This one on this link belt, I do show that in part 2, and you can see that supported and weighed. I think I just ran it right around the bottom here and around the boom, and then put my weight on the bottom of the hook and then start reeving. You can take a look at that, and it does show that hooked up. It shows that just like that. And it just like that one there that I've been showing you in the beginning. So maybe that'll help with reeving some of these hooks. I don't know if I was clear in my other video, so I thought I'd just hit you up again, clarify it. Any questions, dudes, hit me up. I'm real good about answering them. I'll even make you a video to help. Anybody got better ideas? I welcome them. Shoot them over to me. These work for me and have made it pretty easy, but I'm sure there's better ways because I'm not that bright. I'll be honest. But I am a little mechanically inclined, so it does help. That I know I took apart. There's no doubt to do all that. That took a long time. This one was real bad because there's no opening on the bottom, so you're literally shoving the wire around and out of the other side. And that's where I used that guy. That works real good for grabbing and working it down and through to the other side. I love this thing. And I think I showed everybody before, my favorite tensioner is that. Once it goes down there like that, you can see I let go of the one wire, and you can see how it jams itself in there and holds itself. I know it's wrapped around, but all right, let me take that out so it doesn't look like that. There we go. Now any of these little ones like this would work, but you see how that holds that tension ever so slightly. And then when I'm done with it, all I do is pull it right off like that. It's just too easy. And I do these with that a lot. It just works real good. And when I get it around this one, whichever it is here, because the cross reef, sometimes they'll come off the bottom, I just put that thing right here and let it literally just sits like that. Come on, get in, focus. It'll sit just like that with the wire coming here. And then I just take this end and I start doing it. Well, when I pull that straight, this gets pulled up in here like that. And then I just pull it off the top, shoop, just like that. And that one's done. It made it easy for me. That's my trick. It works good. Give it a shot. If it doesn't work for you, let me know what you got. Maybe it's better than my idea. All right, guys, I hope that helps. Reeving is the toughest part. We all know that. We all drink when we're done, or do something else. But I understand it. All of these I've reeved, yeah, they've driven me crazy. If you get that frustrated, don't throw your tools at your model. Throw them just at the floor and leave. And when you come back in a half hour or an hour, it'll go back together a lot easier for you. I've noticed that. Once you calm down, walk back in with a clear mind, take a good look at what's going on, and fix your problem. It works out real well, and it keeps the stress down. And especially someone my age, I don't need that kind of stress. So if it's not working, I leave it and come back whenever I feel like messing with it again. Keep that stress down, keep the blood pressure low. All right, guys, have a great day. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. I did. There's nothing like family. I love family. I love my kids. I didn't get to see them. They said stay home, stay alone. I stayed home. I stayed alone. I'm safe. I'm going to try to be here for Christmas. All right, guys. Have a great day. Good luck.